What's good, y'all? My name is Andy. I'm a filmmaker and film director in training based out here in New York City. And today I'm going to teach you guys 5 quick tips on mobile filmmaking. All right, tip number 1, you want to be fully charged before you step out the house. And then you also want to bring a couple of battery bricks that's compatible with your phone. The importance of this is you don't want to be on low battery mode and then you end up missing the shot. That's kind of key when you're out capturing stuff. Tip number 2, get yourself a mobile gimbal. These things are pretty low cost, but any gimbal works. This one is just a DJI Osmo Mobile 4, and you can shoot horizontally, vertically. And what's important about using one of these is it'll teach you cinematic movements. You could push in on things, pull out on things, you could do reveal shots, you could do static shots, you could set this up on a tripod and film yourself if you need to. There's so many different types of variations of shots you could get just from this one gimbal. You go and film the ground too. Follow shot. So yeah, get one of these. Tip number 3 is frame rates. You want to shoot 24 frames per second to get the cinematic shots, and then if you want to go slow-mo, you want to change it to 60 frames, 120, 240. So when you're shooting 24 frames, you get the most natural looking shots. When you shoot 60 frames, it'll give you like a faster, more televised looking shots. They usually use this in like sports, but in like boxing matches where it's like high frame rate stuff. But for what we're doing, if we're trying to recreate what you see in like a movie theater, then 24 frames is probably the best one you want to go with. 30 is also for television. YouTube is really easy to go to, but 24 for cinematic shots, and then 60 and above for those super clean, smooth, slow-mo shots. All right, tip number 4, let's talk about compositions. Your phone most likely comes with a wide camera, and with that wide camera, you could, get the initial shot, but what you want to do is you want to go in on things to get a close-up. You want to take a couple steps backwards to get a wide shot, and this just elevates your filmmaking skills. It gives you a chance to shoot in all different types of compositions, and I think it's really important that you test multiple lenses out. If your phone comes with multiple lenses, like the iPhone 12 comes with a wide, ultra wide, and a tele, use all of them. I think it's like when you experiment with stuff, you'll find what you like, what you don't like, and then you get to bake all these different shots together into a final edit. And then the more coverage you got, the more you could cut to and from. It just makes your life a lot easier versus just getting that one static shot. And then going into step number 5 is to just have fun. I think mobile filmmaking is one of my favorite things to do because I can step out the house with literally just a phone, and you could download different apps to make it look different. You could add the film look to it. You could try different video editing apps. LumaFusion is one I use pretty often, especially on my phone. You could use the free one that comes with it. For iPhone users, that's iMovie. And the world is your canvas. I think you could go film something in your backyard. If you don't got access to go out and travel, you could, film your daily life. You could film basically anything. And just remember, at the end of the day, a good story, people don't really ask what camera you shot it on. If you could nail that story, then you could probably, you know, impress a lot of people with just a phone. You never know. All right, so that pretty much wraps up my 5 tips. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. It's one of my favorite parts of filmmaking, mobile filmmaking. And let me know if you have any questions. You can find me on YouTube, Instagram. That's pretty much the main ones that I use. But yeah, I'll see you guys maybe sometime in the future. B&H collaborating with Andy 2, take 1.